Honestly, I think I needed to make a part two to the video that I just posted about how my adolescent friendship experiences shaped the way I explored connections throughout my adulthood. And I think the thing that really stood out to me the most, and I didn't make that connection until just now, was that that friend that I was mentioning in that video, she would repeatedly remind me that I wasn't wanted by other people, I wasn't friends with other people, and I had no friends. And I think that that comment really lived with me for so long. And I guess subconsciously, I've always tied my worth to my quantity of friendships. Not necessarily quality, but quantity of my friendships. And I felt like me wanting to accumulate more friends or more success or whatever into my life was just me trying to prove that to my younger self or younger her. And I think there was a part of me that felt like I couldn't truly let go of that dynamic because I was still tethering my worth to those comments. And I honestly, just saying this out loud, I can feel the release finally, that no matter what I have in life, just because it doesn't necessarily fit someone else's frame of success, it doesn't necessarily mean that I'm not successful, because I am. And I can live by my own definitions of quality and quantity as well. That honestly, this video, just like this addendum, is honestly what I needed. That yeah. And maybe I could even mention how this other girl, there's a lot of tea about her, because do I need to mention it? Because it's not necessarily relevant to what I'm about to say, because but I will say, I remember how this other girl told me that no guy would want me. No guy would be willing to sleep with me. And this was like my freshman year of high school. And that also really shaped the way I looked at my dating life and just like how I approached the topic of sex or approached the topic of dating and relationships, like just kind of stemming from this idea that I was never desirable. And I've also carried that with me, even though I've accumulated dating experiences and relationship experiences. That also kind of shaped the way I looked at myself romantically and platonically. So just those two experiences that I just mentioned, and I just feel like I literally feel like some level of like somatic release by saying all of this out loud. And it's interesting how I mentioned the first close friend that I had, and then it went kind of had a ripple effect into mentioning this other comment that I heard that she told me in front of my face, and to like when we were like 15 years old, and how that affects me. So I'm just saying, formative and adolescent experiences really do shape a bitch. They really do. But this is just me speaking my truth, me speaking about experiences that affected me more than they probably should have. But that also just comes to the fact that my memory, I remember a lot, but there's this sense of emotional liberation that I'm now stepping into.